Someone's coming. Alright, guys, welcome back to some more Umineko. When they cry, and somebody's coming. And who is it gonna be? From where? Is it a goat? Who is it? Welcome back. And, really quick, I want to talk about England here really quick, because you guys might be shocked. But, literally, an hour ago, it's been reported that the Queen of England's health, Queen Elizabeth, that is almost 100 years old. She's not far off from cracking 100. Uh, the doctors are worried for her health. It's kind of spooky right now. I wish the best for her. And I do hope she reaches 100. I'd be very happy if she did, at least. Obviously, I would not like for her to pass away. But yes, they've reported that her health she's in a bad condition right now. So hoping for the best for her. But also, like a day or two ago, England got appointed a new prime minister. Ooh, it's a woman by the name of Liz Truss. I'll be honest, I don't know much about her at all. All I know is that she's significantly younger than my mother. That's all I know. But to be fair, so is Boris might have been more of a similar age actually. But still, yeah, she's the new prime minister from 2022 now. Recently, a couple days ago onwards. So England's doing that thing. You guys might be asking about Norway. Well, Norway. We had an election last year. We had a prime minister election last year, and I voted. That was the first time I ever voted, because that was the first time I could vote after turning 18. And it was last year. So last year I voted. I won't, and we have elections every 4 years. So the next election will be in 2025. Yes, that's correct, Amin. Wait, what? Wait a minute, Amin. Amin. No. Wait. It is 2025. What am I saying? Because yeah, the one before was 2017. Yes, and I couldn't vote for that because I wasn't 18 years old yet at the time. Correct. Let me think. Yes, that's right. Okay. But yeah, we have an election. In 2021 last year. Yes, I voted. I the Labour Party won this time after the party called Høyre had been ruling. Well, I say ruling. I shouldn't say that. Been on top of the country for about 8 years since then. The Høyre Party has been over Norway since 2013. So from 2013 to 2021, it was just Høyre. And then 2021, the Labour Party won again, and the Labour Party's historically been on top of Norway. They're the ones, we remember this Jens Stoltenberg era. If you guys don't know Jens Stoltenberg era is, you guys know what the NATO, right? The organization. Yeah, Jens Stoltenberg is the leader of that. Well, before being the leader of that, he was the prime minister of Norway, and I remember he had his whole era. And then after he stepped down and stuff like that, 2013. Erna Solberg had her era of being prime minister, 8 years, and then now we have a new prime minister. Gahr Støre is his name. So yeah, I guess that's the large political situation in Norway. But England, right now they're having their own situation going on, right? Okay, this is England, and the Queen is it will be a historical moment. Not only for the new prime minister to be elected, but also a few days later for the Queen to unfortunately pass away. But I do hope for the best for the Queen of England, Elizabeth II. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's. Oh, speaking of which, I should also say that my grandfather has his birthday today. I completely forgot to mention that. I was talking about England and all that stuff. But yeah, my grandfather's birthday is today. He is turning. Wait, I need to. When was he born? He was born in 1930. Let's see, 1930. 7, was it? So what, he's turning 85 years old? Yes, he's turning 85 years old. Correct. So today my grandfather is 85 years old. Let's go. Great from him. Uh, haven't talked to him in a bit actually, but he's in good health, which is good to hear. Yeah, happy birthday to my grandfather. My grandmother, I don't know when her birthday is. She's I believe 88 years old. She's almost 90. But you know, she's also been in good health, so that's great. That's great to hear, obviously. Yeah, my grandparents be old. So actually, you guys might be questioning like, okay, I mean, why are you so young compared to your grandparents? Well, I mean, part of that is because my parents kind of married late, like a little bit. My parents kind of married late. That's probably the biggest. If you well, whatever you count as late, you know. Do you guys count like mid to late 30s as late? I don't know, late 30s. So yeah, that's basically the reason why I'm as young as I am compared to how old my grandparents and stuff are. Like let's say my parents married in their late 20s, for example. I probably would have been over 10 years older than I currently am. But hey, stuff happens. Besides, I should also mention that I am, like Rosa, I am the youngest sibling of the family. I'm sure there's a big age gap between Rosa and Cross as well and stuff like that. Speaking of Cross, somebody's coming. Okay, anyway, happy birthday to my grandfather. He's great. Okay, anyway, let's recap Umineko because y'all are here for Umineko. I've been babbling on for whatever for too long. Okay, so last time, Canon and Shannon had a talk, and they revealed that they are very aware of the events going on. This is the first time that we've been very obviously, the visual novel very obviously purposely made us realize that hey, Canon and Shannon know about the previous events of their lives in other timelines of the story. So how and why, I don't know. You can theorize, but I don't know. So they're talking about how, you know, and Shannon also talked about how she experienced the golden life for a tiny bit, and it's a world of zero where your all of your wishes are fulfilled because you don't have any wish to begin with. It's a world of, that's what she meant by a world of zero. And then Karen was like, alright, you go away or whatever. And Shannon was like, alright, she walked off because she didn't want to get in the way of his work. And now Connell's heard that somebody's coming, and Connell's letting Cross know, and that's where we're going off to right now. Let's see who's coming. Let's see how Cross is gonna react, and let's see what's gonna happen next in Umineko. Nani? They ended their conversation and strained their ears. For a while they couldn't hear anything, but before long they were able to hear the sounds of a large group of people walking. Oh, it's the goats then.
おいでなすったわね。
年貢の納め時か、さもなくも最初で最後のチャンスか。私が金蔵さんと話しましょう。なんとかここの場所を聞き出してみます。
期待してるわ。
During the last phone call, Kitty had asked what the time over at the guest house was. It had been the same as her watch, and by this she had learned that their watches hadn't been set back. It wasn't just the clocks on the walls in the guest house. Several people's watches, including George's and Goda's, had matched. If that was the case, then after the massacre in the dining hall, they had been transported to the dungeon in only a few minutes. Not enough time had passed for them to be knocked out and carried away. Then were those pitfalls, meaning that this was the area directly under the dining hall? No, wait, then were those really pitfalls, meaning that this was the area directly under the dining hall? All they could do was pray that Nanjo could find out where this was.
来ます。多分。 人数は4人。親方様、並びに食堂に姿を現したうちの3人かと。
So Kinzo and the Chester sisters then?
もう十分だ。
Or is Garp gonna be among them?
君も後ろに下がりたまえ。あとは私たちで応対する。
シャノンちゃん、申し訳ないけど電話のところに座ってもらえる？スカートで電話を隠して。
As if that's gonna work. Kinzo is probably well aware of the phone that's here. In fact, he probably built this entire thing and made sure that that phone was there to begin with.
はい。
Nice. I'm really liking the animation choices in this episode. The one with 410 is still too fantastic. When she jumped over the black hole under her, and she just went, yeah, and you saw like her sprite jumping up and down like that. Was awesome. Okay, the presence came closer, and there was the sound of a heavy door being opened at the other end of the corridor. The light they were apparently carrying illuminated the dimly lit corridor, stroking the walls with razor-sharp shadows. So, are they going to start up the second Twilight then? And then, the light from the lantern they held lit up the prisoners through the bars. The bars' sharp shadows divided them up lengthwise. There were 4 figures there. It was Ginzo, Ronove, Virgilia, and Gab. Interesting. So not the Chester sisters. Instead, it's Ronove, Virgilia, and Gab. Okay.
後ろ宮家当主ゴールドスミス教のおなりでございます。皆様ご静粛。
ゴールドスミス？
親父殿のペンネームだ。怪しげな魔導書を書くとき、そういう名を署名しているようだ。
金蔵を英語風に？それならゴールドウェアハウスが正しいんじゃないの？
I don't get it. Is that a joke? How it's not? It's called warehouse. It's the warehouse. Is it because his study's a warehouse? I don't get it. You're very clever, kid. This might be a really funny joke that's way out of my league to understand and laugh at. Speaking of laugh at, it seems like Kinzo loved that joke, kid. Yeah, he's having a great time. Look at him laughing. Look at him go.
ウェアハウスは倉庫、ただ溜め込むに過ぎぬ。しかし私は金を生み出し、細工し、さらに価値を高めるのだ。
Okay, so she was calling the study a gold warehouse, like a warehouse. But he's saying that, no, I'm a goldsmith because I use my craftsmanship and increase my gold.
スミスの方がよりふさわしいと思わんかね。
確かに無駄口を失礼しました。
金蔵さん、これはどういうことなんだね。ここは一体どこなんだ。
おや、我が友よ、思い出せんかね。さすがにその牢の中に入った経験はないだろうが、この廊下を歩いた記憶はあるはずだ。
Hey, Nandro, you're an idiot. You've walked here before, and you don't know this place? You've been here before, Nandro? What are you doing, mate?
まさか。
What do you mean, Masaka? Come on, this should have been obvious to you, Nandro. If you've been somewhere in this area before, I feel like you'd know, okay, we're in this area.
心当たりがあるの？
いや、しかし、考えられない。
ありえね
第一、私たちは落とし穴に落ち、しかもほんの数分でここに閉じ込められたのですぞ。そんなことは物理的に、距離的にありえない。
It's physically impossible.
人間にはね。
Okay, yes, but witches can do it. Demons can do it. I'm supposed to believe you, right? Right? That's it.
お父さん、ここは屋敷ですか？屋敷にこんな地下があったとは。
クラウス、
Gross.
お前たちがその存在をささやき、何度か私の後をつけ回して探ろうともしたではないか。それがここだよ。いや、正確にはそこの地下というべきか。
Oh, so we're under the hidden mansion then? Wait, does that mean Nandra's aware of the hidden mansion?
まさかここは
It is Kodori,
コー
okay.
ドリアンの
So it is the hidden
地
mansion.
下ですか？
Okay, so this is the hidden mansion. Because I was gonna say, right? Like, Nandra's aware of the Kuwadorian of the hidden mansion. That's crazy to me. Nandra's been to the hidden mansion. That's insane. What? And Nandra's never talked about it before in any of the previous episodes. I'm gonna assuming that in all the timelines it all lines up where Nandra's been invited to the hidden mansion before, or maybe they don't. Maybe they don't line up. I don't know. It's hidden mansion's basement. Apparently, Nandra's been here before. And this, yeah, like I guess, like yeah, that's. Let's keep reading.
ご検察の通りです。
But again, the distance will be too great, like Nandra was saying. It will be impossible to carry people in just a couple of minutes. All the way from the mansion to the hidden mansion. All the way from the dining hall to the hidden mansion. This is ridiculous. That is a distance that's far too great, right? It took Rosa a while to get there while walking.
こちらはクワドリアンの地下でございます。クワドリアン？まさか噂の親父殿の隠し屋敷なのか？本当に実在したのか？
It really exists. I mean, at this point, I can only assume that the hidden gold is somewhere around here, right? This seems like the sort of place Eva was in when she found the gold. So the hidden gold is probably somewhere around this in this hidden mansion somewhere. Which I don't know how it adds up to Eva finding it, but it does add up to Rosa finding episode 3 because Rosa had been to the hidden mansion before. So if it is in the hidden mansion, Rosa would have an easier time to finding it because she's been there before to meet Beato in episode 3. I don't know if this is the same counts for episode 4 or any of the other episodes. But Eva, would that... And also another thing, to be fair, is Eva, at the end of episode 3, she was, when the police and authorities found her, she was in the hidden mansion. That's another big thing, is that she was in the hidden mansion when they found her. That's another big hint that she was just straight up chilling by the mountain of gold when the police found her. After the massacre of everyone in the island, the police just found her in the hidden mansion there. I don't know about that one. That's sus. It does really portray to the hidden mansion being where the location of the gold is. And again, this underground area does look like the sort of underground area Eva was in before she entered the gold room. Like it was kind of like a rocky, like there was a lever and an elevator or something, if I remember correctly, from when Eva came down here. There was a long set of stairs, which could be again these long set of stairs. That could be the ones in the Kuwadorian, the hidden mansion, right? So then I'm asking the question of, has Eva been to the hidden... Did Eva in episode 3 go to the hidden mansion before finding the goal at some point? Or did she realize where the location of the hidden mansion was after reading the riddle? Does solving the riddle tell you about where the location of the hidden mansion is? Or does it only tell you where the location of the gold is within the hidden mansion? So you'd have to know the hidden... So does the riddle go to the hidden mansion? The hidden gold is in this place, this place, this place. But like it assumes you already know where the hidden mansion is in Rokkenjima. Because if that's the case, it does make sense how Rosa found it. But how does it make sense that Eva found it? unless Eva had already been to the Hidden Mansion before. Although I'm theorizing all this, not even knowing what the contents of the epitaph are, because I don't know what it means yet. Obviously, I haven't been able to decipher it at all, so I don't know. But it's exciting and interesting. It's all very interesting. Okay, let's keep reading.
我が最愛の魔女ベアトリーチェのためだけに築いた屋敷である。
So, and that's why it makes even more sense for the hidden gold to be here. A mansion made for the Golden Witch, where the Golden Witch's gold lies. It just adds up. It's almost to the point where it adds up so much that I feel like the vision novel is trying to throw me off. Right, it's trying to make me think that this is obviously the place when it isn't actually where it's at. It's somewhere else.
地上部分は美しき上品な屋敷なのであるが、そこを案内できず、実に残念に思うぞ。
And what makes things even more interesting is that when Beato was a child, with Regalia being her not servant, but you get what I mean, right? One of her family's like things, you know, assistants or whatever, or helpers. She was in this hidden mansion, right? So unless it was Eva from 19 years ago, not Eva, Beato from 19 years ago with Regalia, you know, Beato in her homunculus human form and Regalia there. Unless it was them, this hidden mansion existed for how long? For 1,000 years? But now Kinzo said it was constructed, right? And in my head, yes, this hidden mansion was constructed by Kinzo. Kinzo constructed the hidden mansion, which would mean it was constructed when Kinzo's alive. So unless Kinzo's like 1,000 years old, that scene with Beato and Virgilia must have happened within Beato's homunculus form, and not when Beato's a human before becoming a witch over 1,000 years ago, right?
こんな牢屋があるお屋敷で二人きりなんて素敵ね。どうもお父様とは性癖が合わないみたいよ。キリエさん。
Ooh, Virgilia. Oh, what do you have to say about Kiria?
無礼な発言はお控えになった方が賢明ですよ。でも同感よ。私も送られた屋敷にこんな力があったら100年の恋が冷めて金目のものだけいただいてとんずらするわ。
100-year love, you say?
おや、そういうご趣味はございませんか。てっきりキュンキュンしちゃうとばかり。
もちろんキュンキュンしちゃうわよ。
Hey yo, Rona and Gop have that. They have that chemistry. I thought you'd be all over this. And she goes, yeah. Like, they have some interesting chemistry.
誕生日のプレゼントに。
Oh my god, what the frick is wrong with you? What are you talking about? A collar?
ただしイケメンに限る。
Okay. Alright, guys. Umineko, why? Why are you doing this to me right now? A collar for a birthday present? Are you for real right now? You said that before though, only if he's a stud. You said that thing before. You're insane, Gop. You're insane. You're wild. You're insane. What is that laugh? Also, you say birthday presents. Do demons and witches celebrate birthdays? But you've lived for 1,000 years. I feel like after 1,000 years, I can't be bothered to celebrate my birthday anymore, bro. I mean, I can barely bother celebrating my birthday now. I mean, it's you know, it's coming up in you know, in not too long from now, and I just can't be bothered celebrating it. You know what I mean? Let's just go on with my days. You know. But okay, I just
お静かに。 首輪より猿靴輪が必要ですか？
Don't you need a gag more than a collar? Hey, yo! Virgilia! Wait, is the gag what I think it is? Okay, I just want to check if it's what I think it is. Wait, 1 second, 1 second. Oh my god, it is. It is. I just want to make sure. That's crazy, bro. Virgilia, that's crazy. Virgilia! That's wild, bro.
あら、あなたそっちもいけちゃうの？リアって好き嫌いないのね。
What the frick is happening? Hey yo, these demons and witches, they're sus. They're sus. Hey, Umineko. Hey, come on. I thought this was a murder mystery. What's happening now? What are these? What is this banter?
勝手に人の名前を略さないでください。
She did just call her Leah. She did just call her Leah. Although she calls Beato for Riche. She calls Beato Riche. Who gave permission to shorten my name. That's just... Hey, Virgil is like the predecessor Beato. Ah, that's crazy for you to just shorten her name. That's nuts.
やかましいぞ女たち。
Noisy women.
お前たちも同じ牢に閉じ込められたいというのか。
Hey, Kinto, you have the facility to do that? You have the power to do that? You have the power to lock up Gop and Virgilia? Virgilia too? Yo.
これは失礼いたしました、親方様。
Yeah, you better apologize, you prick. Nah, by the way, guys, I still don't like Virgilia. Don't think I'm gonna forget what happened last episode, Virgilia. Yeah, you deserve this.
この牢体にこのような寒い牢獄では身が持ちません。
Yeah, nah, you deserve to. Nah, your body deserves to rot. You better stay in this sort of cold prison for tricking me the entire episode. Virgilia quickly apologized, but Gop merely laughed together with one of them. It was like she was saying that she wouldn't be captured, or else that even if she were to be captured, it would be meaningless.
牢とは捕らえ逃がさぬこと。それはすなわち生涯手放さぬとの強い意志と愛である。逃げても諦められる程度の女ならば愛を語るに値しない。
A prison is a place where the captor cannot escape from. That implies a strong will and love to not let go for a lifetime? Are you including are you including what you did to Beato? How you locked up Beato in her homunculus form for years? For 20 years or whatever? And if a strong will and not to let go for a lifetime, I wonder who you could give up on if you ran away is not worth the word love? Interesting. So that's what Quintus thinks of love. So then, if you love Berto that much, why would you just forget about your wife then? Why did you marry your wife to begin with? You know what I mean? Why human and witch relationship? Go ahead and do that. Why would you care about your wife, Kinzo? You know, your wife died unhappy. Your wife died thinking you were cheating on her. And you were! Kinda. I don't know how that works. That's wild though. Kenzo, you're wild.
鎖で縛ってでも逃がしたくないと思うほどに苦しくなる女。そこまでに至ってこそ我が生涯を捧げるに値する愛である。お前にそれを別れとは言わぬよ。
Because a love worth sacrificing my life for. And that's the sort of love you have with Beto, and that's why you're sacrificing your life in this ritual to see her smile. To capture her. You're nuts, Kinzo.
私は誰にも縛れない縛られない愛されたいんじゃないの 愛したいの。私もゴールドスミスと同じよ。だからよくわかるわ。あなたの愛の狂気。
Okay, Garp understands.
愛と狂気は紙一重というわけか。
Cross puts into the conversation like, hey, yo, what's up?
実に旗迷惑な話だ。
Love and madness are two sides of the same coin.
しかしあっさり所在地が分かったのは大きいわ。詳しい経緯は後で聞くけど、南條先生はここをご存知なのね。
はい。そこの廊下がクアドリアンの地下通路ならば、あの先をまっすぐ行けば長い地下道があり、それをずっと歩けば屋敷に戻れるはずだ。
Wait, what? If that corridor is the underground passage beneath the Gradorian, then if we go straight there, it will become a long tunnel. And if we stay on that, we should be able to return to the mansion? You mean to tell me that there's a tunnel beneath the mansion? That connects Gradorian and the mansion? Hmm.
この鉄格子さえなんとかできれば屋敷に帰れるってことね。
お父さん、私たちをどうするつもりですか？
すでに宣告した通り、お前たちは後の晩のための生贄である。
Why have you given them a phone though? Why have you let them talk to the rest of their family?
都合よく人数も5人。
Yeah, that's not enough, is it? You need 2 more after these 5.
えぐりて殺す5人の人質にぴったりであろう。
Okay, you still need to get the 2 who are close though.
なるほど。私たちも年貢の納め時というわけですか。
やがてはな。だが今はそのために訪れたのではない。安心せよ。
Anshinsei.
それに言ったはずだ。もしも孫たちの誰かが我が全てを継承するにふさわしいと認められたなら、この儀式は中断する。
Everything will be called off. Interesting, okay.
つまりお前たちは命拾いをするというわけだ。
You hear that, Cross? If your daughter is a goat, you will be spared, Cross. Your daughter could save your life. Or even better, a battle could save everyone.
お子さんたちに何をするつもりですか？
次期当主にふさわしいかどうかテストを与える。
What sort of test?
その結果、私をうならせる者が一人でもいたならば儀式は中断する。
Okay.
ふさわしい者がいなかったら子供たちはどうするつもりですか？
それを心配する必要はない。どうせ先に生贄とされるのはお前たちだ。その後のことなど知ったことではなかろうに。
You still need to get the 2 who are close, but okay, Kinzo. You do that.
お前たちは自らの命運を自らの子供たちに委ねるのだ。お前たちが生み、教え、育ててきた結晶が子供たちだ。お前たちの命運を委ねるに実にふさわしい存在のはず。
Okay. You say that, Kinzo, but these are also your children. You gave birth to Cross, and Rudolph, and Eva, and Rosa. And 3 of them are dead.
そう心配そうな顔をするなよ、クラウス。
Yeah, Cross, why are you worried that you're not confident your children are gonna do it? We're gonna make the test happen. We're gonna succeed, don't worry.
お前の自慢の100億の価値のある娘を信じろよ。
We spun that back around on him, didn't we?
まったくね。子供は親の結晶よ。親の命運を預けるにふさわしいわ。お父様にとってもね。
That's what I said, Kirie. That's what I was saying. Like, Kinzo, does not that apply to you?
肝座った女だ。ルドルフにはもっといい。
Hey, how is that a waste? Kirie is awesome, by the way. Nah, I keep saying how Rudolph is so lucky to have Kirie, and now Kinzo's saying what a waste. Oh! No, wait, sorry. The opposite. He's saying so. Oh, right, my bad. I missed it. I thought you were saying that Kirie wasn't good enough for Rudolph, but he's saying the opposite. That this woman is too good on Rudolph. Dude, even Kinzo knows Kid is the GOAT. Even Kinzo knows. Like, this woman is crazy, bro. Kid is crazy. And to think that Kid is the one simping for Rudolph. Kid is the one that really wants Rudolph, not the other way around. That's the crazy part. What? Kid is the one that waited. She was with Rudolph first, then waited so many years for the wife he eventually ended up marrying to die, just so she can get back to him. So she was the one that real simping for him. She was the one that was going after Rudolph, not the other way around. But still, even though she's such a goat, she's still the one that goes after Rudolph. Love works in mysterious ways, you know what I mean? What a waste on Rudolph, yo. Hey, yo, Rudolph, you gotta rectify this, bro. To be fair, he did good. Rudolph was doing bits in episode 3. When he fought Belphegor, my favorite stake, I can't lie, it was good. At the end, it was doing good. But the Kirie scene was even cooler. That was so much cooler. So, Kirie against Leviathan was such a great fight, yo. What a great fight that was.
キリエさん、あまり挑発しない方がいい。どうかな。今は太陽。
Nah, Kirie's not like that. Nah, I like Kirie's style. style.
そうね。どうせ私たちはまな板の上の恋よ。今さら何もできやしない。
私に対し威勢のいい口を叩くことはできるがな。嫌いではないぞ、そういう女は。ベアトリーチェも初めはそういう女だった。
Nah, she still is. She's still a piece of crap that insults people with vigor and makes no sense. She's horrible. She's a horrible person.
親方様、そろそろ本題を。さっきから脱線しまくりです。
おお、そうであったな。すまぬ我が友よ。
Okay, so you also think Ronove is your friend. So Ronove, Nadri, and Genji are your friends. They're people worthy enough to be called your friends. So how about this, Kinzo? You've actually come here to give us a message, and so far you've just been babbling around with us. Great.
それでは本題に入ろう。
Alright, what did you come here to discuss with us?
そのために電話を用意しておいたのだ。
I mean, yeah, we can see that. I don't know what Kitty and Shannon were thinking. Like, oh yeah, I'm using my skirt to hide the phone. Like, obviously Kinzo's aware of the phone's existence. He's the one that put it there.
シャノン、知恵が回るな。
It's not true at all. Like, it should be very obvious that Kinzo's aware of this phone. I don't know.
もう隠さなくてもよいぞ。それは私が用意させたのだ。
Yes, that's what I was thinking. I knew you were the one that put it there, which is why I was thinking, why would you put it there? Why would you let them talk to your grandchildren? Is it this test of yours? Does it have something to do with the way you're testing your grandchildren? That's why you put the phone there, so that they could talk to their, reigning parents? Is that it? Because otherwise, I don't know why you'd put it there. But yeah, it was kind of obvious to me that you were the one that put it there.
失礼いたしました。
Shannon quickly withdrew and the telephone was revealed.
クラウスよ。ゲストハウスの孫たちに電話をかけるがよい。
Okay, so I'm guessing this is all part of the test.
そして我がテストを試練の始まりを彼らに告げるのだ。
Okay. With a gesture that seemed to be saying, "Go ahead," Ronove urged Cross to pick up the receiver.
嫌だと言ったら。
ほほう、取引の余地がどこにあるというのか。
Ho ho! Okay, 2 hosts from Kinzo. Okay.
お前が電話をせぬというなら、孫たちにはチャンスさえも与えぬ。
Even Kinzo's beating Cross when it comes to the horse. Cross's record is still like 1 or 2, and Kinzo's immediately rivaled it just like that with the ho ho. So Cross, as the originator of the ho, you need to do better, man.
後ろ宮家はこれにて終わり。お前たちは直ちに生贄だ。
直ちに生贄なら幸運よ。あなたたちの眼前で子供たちを先に生贄にされた方が辛いと思うけれど。
I mean, Cross, just pick up the phone. You're not in a position to negotiate. I don't think, unless you have a plan. I don't know.
が
Ah,
生贄の順番は親方様が決めます。
but is he though? So he is? It's not some roulette? It's not random choice? Kinzo actually decides?
勝手なことを言わないように。
Okay.
リア、今私の名前を縮めようとして詰まったでしょ。
Wait, did she actually? Because yeah, I was kind of shocked at how she went up. I was like, well, why did she do that? I don't know why she was doing that, but she was actually trying to shorten your name. How do you shorten a name like Gap? You can't. And we got like a Gasan. I don't know how you shorten that sort of name. And Gap, to make it even worse, is still continuing to shorten Virgilia's name to just Leah.
してません。だから勝手に人の名前を略さないように。
And I told you not to shorten my name.
女は実に。
かしましいですな。
Women are noisy. Okay. I think I'm pretty nosy too, to be fair. Oh, that's the end of that chapter. I'm pretty nosy too, to be fair. My mission. 12 years later. Okay, we're going to Angie. October 1998. Okay, my mission. So we're back in Rokkenjima with Angie. Nope, maybe not. Thunberg Lily. So, alright, we're moving on from the dungeon, even though the test is about to start with Battler and the rest. The cousins. Okay. New chapter. With Angie here. I'm thinking. Okay. Virgilia and Gap have an interesting relationship because Gap is a demon, but Virgilia is supposed to. Shouldn't Virgilia be higher in the ranking order? Considering Virgilia is the predecessor Beato, shouldn't Virgilia be really high in the rankings? The clinic that Nandra had opened and later passed on to his son still exists on Nijima. Even in 1998, it still exists? Is his son still up on that, or does his son have a son that he passed it on to? Not just son has a son. Now he's the one that now owns the clinic. Alright. The aged doctor was Nandra's son, but the atmosphere about him was very different. Do you get to see Nandra's son? Do you get to see us proud of him?
わざわざお越しくださ
Oh!
り誠に申し訳ないのですが、特にお話しすることはありません。
But I have nothing particular to tell you. Just... Wait. Ooh. So that's Nandra's son? Okay. What's with his cheeks? His cheeks are all like, his cheeks look unnatural. He's got like a normal physique everywhere. You know what I mean? His head is fine, his face is fine, and then he's got his cheeks. It's just his cheeks, just like boing, just like two balloons popping off to the side. It's like it's like he's a little kid trying to hold, you know, some breath in his mouth, going like. It's like that. It's like why are your cheeks so enlarged? But yeah, nah, certainly a lot skinnier than Nanjo, to put it lightly. I'll say that much for now. He's an aged doctor. It's been 12 years since his father died, so. Nanjo's son spoke very indifferently.
あの島の事故がワイドショーなどで非常に不謹慎に取り上げられて以来、後宮氏の主治医であり友人でもあった父にも大変心外な関心が多数寄せられました。
After the accident, the island was taken up by the auctions. Okay. Right.
そのいずれもが何の根拠もなく、また父のそれまでの業績を汚すものでした。私はそれら全てについて未だに強く憤慨しています。
Alright, let's create your character file, Mr. Nanjo Masayuki. Nanjo's son took over the Nanjo clinic. Unlike Nanjo, he gives a slightly dispassionate, indifferent impression. Alright. After the commotion surrounding Rokujima, he grew to completely despise the press. And never again did he attempt to speak of what had happened at the time. He used to have a daughter who was afflicted with an intractable disease. I don't know what that means. I don't know what intractable means. But unfortunately, she wasn't able to live out her natural lifespan. So he had a daughter, but she passed away. That sucks. Is his wife still kicking? Do they have any other children, or did they just, stopped after that one child they had that unfortunately had an intractable disease? I'm gonna Google that now. Intractable. Hard to control or deal with. Okay. I see. That's what intractable means. Intractable disease. Okie dokie.
無理もないことと思います。私も同じようなものですので。私など6つの時から永遠です。
True. Angel's even younger, to be fair, than you were, to be fair. You know? Like, let's say you were, I don't know, 24 at the time and you're 36 now, mate. For example, Angie, we're probably actually older than 24 at the time, because you say your age, right? So maybe you're closer to 30, or maybe you were 30. But Angie was a 6-year-old. That's wild.
そうでしたね。これは失礼。
The doctor finally remembered that Angie was also a victim, exposed to the same curious eyes as he had been.
そんなあなたなら当時の件にもう関わりたくないという私どもの気持ちもお分かりでしょう。あれは不幸な事故でした。それを事件だと騒ぎ立てたがるのは無責任なテレビと雑誌だけです。彼らの態度には心底うんざりさせられますよ。
He kind of does sound like Nanjo. It doesn't sound like they have the same voice actors, no, but he does sound like Nanjo, so they've definitely picked a good voice actor for Masayuki Nanjo. I believe his father's name is Terumasa Nanjo, right? Terumasa. I just call him Nanjo. I didn't know that was his last name, not his first name, but Nanjo Terumasa, I think. Alright, I mean, I guess we can check the character file for it. Let's just do that real quick. But I think I'm right. Human side. Nanjo Terumasa. I'm right. Okay. Alright. They almost want to blah blah blah. I'm more than fed up with their attitude. Okay, sure. Nanjo had been placed in the spotlight for being one of Ushima Kinzo's few friends. Because of that, there had probably been a persistent offensive from the witch hunters and the press to use the late Nanjo's son as well as a sort of source of information. The doctor went on and on, criticizing the press indignantly.
お気持ちよくわかります。私生活に至るまで監視を受け、プライバシーも肖像権も、果ては人権さえも認められてたかわからない私ですから。
Human rights.
そのやり場のないお怒り、よくお察しできます。
Right? You feel love, so you can see it, huh, Angie? You can see it now. You empathize, but you couldn't empathize with Maria. Is that what was that supposed to be?
だからこそ、私の人生をここまで台無しにしたあの事件は一体何だったのか、どうしても知りたいのです。それでここへ来ました。私もあなたと同じ当事者です。雑誌記者でもインタビュアーでもありません。そこを誤解しないでください。 私は道楽でこんなところまで来たんじゃない。私を見下すのもいい加減にしてください。あの事件で狂わされた人生の傷跡比べをするならば、私とあなたの比べ物にもならない。
Okay, Angie, you wouldn't even come close. My life was bad. You wouldn't even come close. I had a terrible life. You were a proper adult by the time that happened to you. I was 6. Don't compare yourself to me. Hey, let's go, Masayuki, the doctor. Again, reminding us of the formula of potential, of potential energy in physics. Potential gravitational energy. MGH! Let's go! Mass times the gravitational constant times the height difference. Damn, buddy! Let's go, thanks for reminding us. As always, Umineko does a great job of reminding us of the mathematical formulas, the very important ones. Let's go. Angie spoke sharply, never having imagined that he would be talked back to in such a forceful manner. The doctor couldn't help but fall silent. From Angie's perspective, the doctor was whining about absolutely nothing. She really wanted him to pack in his patronizing attitude. It was about time to make him understand how many days had passed for her before arriving on this island. The doctor realized that he had misspoken and remained silent for a while, looking uncomfortable.
当時のことを思い出すのは苦痛でしょうが、ご存知のことがあったら何でも教えてください。もちろん口外はしません。私は私の人生に決着をつけるために今日ここへ訪れています。
I was gonna say, Angie, you better hurry up, because Cosmo is chasing you with guns, so you better hurry up, get the information from this guy, and get to Rokkenjima as quickly as possible, because now you're in Nijima, right? You're still a boat, trip away from actual Rokkenjima. So finish up your investigations quickly, and then you're probably gonna get killed by Cosmo or something. Well, she's gonna try to kill you. I don't know, she's gonna try to capture you more than anything, more than kill you, but you get the point. After you get to Rokkenjima and finish your investigation, you're done for. You better have found fulfillment before then.
私は18です。あの事件は私の人生の12年を奪った。そしてこれからも奪い続けるでしょう。私は6歳のあの日からずっと暗闇に放り込まれたままなんです。そんな私でも知る権利がないとおっしゃるんですか？
いや、失敬。たちの悪い連中ばかりが来ていたので、私もつい身構えてしまったようです。失敬したのをお詫びします。わかりました。他言無用を誓っていただけるなら何でもお話しします。
ありがとう先生。ではお願いします。何でも結構です。話してください。
What information are we gonna
知って
get?
の通り、父は後宮氏の主治医であると同時にチェスを通じた友人同士でもありました。
Alright, let's see what info we're gonna get. Here we go.
その信仰は後宮氏が六軒島に移り住んできた当時からのとても長いものでした。
I do also want to say, it's very good timing. For once, the pacing has been better here in episode 4, because I've criticized the pacing, or not the pacing, but the way scenes are implemented in episode 4. I've criticized that right in previous videos, but now I actually want to praise it, because they did a good job of setting up this whole Nanjo and Kinzo situation just a second ago in the previous chapter, where Nanjo and Kinzo were talking to each other, and Kinzo in the dungeon with Cross and all that. They did a good job setting it up to now cut back to Angie talking with his son, and the way that connects to what the incident in the island 12 years ago. So all in all, that's actually really good. That's really good pacing, if you wanna call it that. More like a scene progression, I guess. I think this works much better than what the visual novels doing before.
どのくらい仲が良かったのですか？
So close were they?
相当だったようです。チェスの縁で先方の屋敷に厄介になることも少なくなかったようです。 私の口から言うのもなんだが、後ろ宮氏は非常に気難しい方でした。そして父はそんな人間と付き合うのに長けた非常におおらかな人だった。孤独な後ろ宮氏にとって稀な友人であったことは想像に難しくないでしょう。
当日は親族会議でした。
That's true. Kinzo's friends are all people who are good at handling people like Kinzo. Genji and Nanjo, they're all, they're good with people like Kinzo who have that sort of personality.
後宮家の親族会議は資産やその運用などについて厳しく問われる。さながら経営会議のようなものだったとされています。そのような席にまで出席を求められるほどに南條先生は信頼を得ていたわけですね。
父は純朴な医師であり、後宮家のような富豪の財産運用について助言できるような立場にあったとは思いません。おそらく当時の後宮氏は健康状態が優れられなかったでしょうから、その買い添えとして呼ばれていたのでしょう。親友の父ならおそらく口も固く、親族会議上の秘密もきっと漏らさないと信頼されていたに違いない。
当時の後宮金蔵はかなり健康状態が悪かったのでしょうか。カルテが残っていたりはしますか。
事故の当日はカルテを持参していたのでしょう。後宮氏のカルテは残念ながらフォルダごと失われています。父のクラン家ですし、私も詳しいことは分かりません。
事件の前後、何か気になるようなことはありました？
あるにはあります。
There was?
ですが非常に誤解を招きそうなのであまり言いたくはありません。
Resulted in misunderstanding?
何ですか？それを教えてください。
For a while, the doctor beat around the bush, but after he'd said that much, Angie would not allow the subject to be dodged. Eventually, he was worn down, and after making Angie swear to herself to secrecy again, he opened up. Here we go.
実はあの事故の数日後に私の自宅に郵便が届いたのです。
You received something in my mail, okay?
郵便？
Continue.
それはとても奇妙な郵便でした。
How so? Continue. It had the seal, is that it? The Shishirimiya family seal?
差出人が私になっているのですが、それは身に覚えのないものでした。
You were the sender. Okay. Did it have the Ishirimiya crest seal?
何者かが私の名を語って出したということです。宛先は北海道の礼文島。
Is that what the hidden gold is? No, I'm joking. It's not. Obviously, it's not, because thanks to Eva in episode 3, we know that the hidden gold is somewhere in the island. Right? Yeah. Yeah, thanks to Eva and Rosa. Yeah, it's somewhere in the island.
北方領土の話を抜きにすれば、日本の最北端の島です。
The northernmost tip of Japan, excluding the northern territories. Ribbon Island.
その宛先人がなんと礼文島の住所ではありますが、父の名前だったのです。
They were their fathers. So, someone in your name sent a letter to Ribbon Island for your father, for Nanjo. Okay.
しかし送付先住所が間違っているらしく、住所不明の付箋が貼られて、
There was a problem with the destination address. So it received an address unknown label?
差出人である私のところへ戻ってきたわけです。
Huh. It was truly a strange tale. It is strange! There's a lot of suspiciousness to that. Nanjo's son was written as a sender. However, he said that he hadn't mailed the letter. In short, that meant someone had sent it using his name. The destination was Nanjo Terimasa on Hokkaido's Reborn Island. But the lot number written on it didn't exist. So the local post office had been unable to deliver it and instead sent it back to the sender, Nanjo's son.
中身は何だったんですか？
Indeed, what was inside.
本当に他言無用でお願いします。
Yes, we'll keep silent. Just let us know.
私も非常に迷惑しているんです。かといって捨てるわけにもいかず。
So you haven't thrown it away in 12 years? It's still that letter that you received by mail is still with you 12 years later? The doctor stood up and headed for the bookshelf. Wow, he still has the letter in the bookshelf. Okay. There, dozens of dictionaries that could only have been ornamental were lined up one after another, asserting in the strongest way imaginable that the owner was an intellectual. When he pulled several volumes out from there, a large brown envelope was hidden behind them. Large brown envelope. He took it out and tossed it onto the desk. It had been carefully sealed with adhesive tape, and its faded color and dryness told that it had remained sealed for 12 whole years. Okay.
くれぐれも他言無用でお願いします。
I will stay silent. What's in that letter? While emphasizing it so much it was annoying, the doctor removed the seal with a quality paper knife. Then, when he tilted the envelope, an already open mail envelope spilled out. The envelope had weight to it, hinting that there was something other than a letter inside. The recipient was certainly Nanjo Terimasa. Even seeing that was a huge shock. After that incident, Nanjo's corpse had not been found, and he was being treated as dead in absentia under extraordinary circumstances. Nanjo's corpse had not been found, you say? Right. In episode 1 though, nobody's corpse was found. The only thing they found was Maria's, some of Maria's jaw bones, right? That was all they found, and they only recognized it was her bones because, you know, they recognized her dental records. So they were able to connect it to Maria's teeth. Nanjo's corpse had not been found. He was being treated. Wait a minute, wait. My head. Okay. What does Okay. And despite that, this letter addressed to a Nanjin Hokkaido existed. One could almost take this as a sign that he had faked his own death and escaped to Hokkaido. No, because if he did do that, then this letter being sent to him doesn't make sense.
Nanjo sensei wa hontou ni Hokkaido ni sonzai o?
If Nanjo really faked it, and Nanjo did have a very suspicious role in episode 3 where he had that ultimate red truth being put on him by Evatrice. So Nanjo, but didn't Evatrice say in red that Nanjo died? Nanjo was shot by someone? Does that mean that the Nanjo shot wasn't actually Nanjo and Nanjo faked his own death and fled the island? Meaning that Nanjo and Eva both managed to survive? Nanjo and Eva both managed to survive episode 3? And Nanjo did actually flee to Hokkaido?
あるいは同姓同名の人物が北海道に。
I don't think that adds up though. I don't think that story adds up.
父が何かの事情で事故を逃れ北海道で存命していたのだとしたら、私たち家族にとっては事情にかかわらず嬉しいことです。私も初めはその可能性を考えました。しかしこの封筒の送付先住所は存在しないのです。つまりこの封筒は届くはずのない郵便なのです。
送付者が正しい住所を書き損じた可能性は？
もちろん否定はできません。ですが住所の番地を見る限りどうもそうは思えないのです。
The resident's house number?
北海道礼文島礼文郡礼文町 1-2-34-567。
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. That's crazy, bro. Ribbon Island, Ribbon County, Ribbon City. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 567? That's bad. That's way too obviously suspicious. Up until Ribbon City, it's alright. But I just couldn't wipe away the feeling that falling sick. The feeling that falling sequential number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 was a little insincere. It felt like a fake address that some kid had made up. But again, the person who wrote the letter wanted to make it as obvious as possible that the address was fake, surely. Or else you wouldn't write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So obviously the sender wanted us to know that it's a fake letter for some reason.
おそらく明らかに存在しない住所をデタラメに書いたのでしょう。
But why? Why would they make it so obvious?
この封筒は初めから存在せず届くはずのない住所に送付されたと考えるのが自然だと思います。
Is there a possibility that the sender wanted that letter to arrive to you and spook you up? If the destination address doesn't exist, mail is generally returned to the sender. Right. Yes, and if someone else writes a mail in your name, that mail is going to go to you. So it's a way to send mail to somebody without revealing who you yourself are. Does this mean that whoever sent this letter, this mail, didn't want to reveal who they were? But even then, can't he just then send the mail to police or something and have them analyze have them analyze the writing, use some AI or something, analyze the writing. I mean, it's 1998, so maybe they couldn't back then, but you could still analyze the writing in 1998 and maybe figure out who actually wrote the letter, the mail. But even in the case of a faulty address, the local post office will often courteously and to the best of its ability research to find whether the sender's intended destination exists. When they still can't find it, the mail is sometimes returned after an investigation of several days. It seemed that this was what had happened with this envelope, and the stamp was postmarked October 3rd. October 3rd? But didn't the murders happen October 4th and 5th? Why would it say October 3rd? It was postmarked on Nijima. Nijima is a long way away from Ribbon Island. Yeah, it is. On top of that, the destination was also nonsensical. It had been more than a week for the mail to be returned. It had taken more than a week. In other words, there was an extremely high chance that having this envelope returned to the sender after an indeterminate amount of time had been the goal from the very beginning. I agree, but why do something like that? What are the contents of the actual letter? What does it say? Does it say any message to us? Is it trying to tell us something? Even before asking what it was that had been sent, this envelope was already veiled in mystery. Inside it, I agree. Inside it, what?
どうぞ。
After getting the doctor's permission, I tilted the already opened envelope. From the inside came a small folded letter and a small key with a number tag attached. Don't tell me the number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And even worse, don't tell me the number matches up with the number that was on the door on the door where Jordan Shannon died in episode 3. That weird suspicious number that had Battler's birthday in it. A swipe card slid out in addition. A1. Oops. I accidentally skipped over those. Okay. Okay. What do I do? I accidentally skipped over the. Okay. Wait. I'm gonna. I'm gonna have to. Goddammit. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this. Let's see. Alright, this is the way. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna write down. I'm gonna take a little thing here, and I'm gonna write down. So A112 was engraved on the key's number tag, right? So let's see, episode 4. Episode 4. I'm gonna write that. Episode 4. A112 was engraved on the key's number tag. Sent to Nanjo in Hokkaido. I'm gonna do this because this seems like information I want. A112. What else? The swipe card was pitch black and had gold letters engraved on it. And yes, members was written here in English. Was written there in English, sorry. I wrote 112. Members in English was written on the black swipe card with gold letters. I'm gonna do this. Alright. I fixed it. Alright. Back to reading. Sorry everybody, sorry for that one. The jet black gold colored card design made it feel like something very high class. But of course, I didn't have a clue what kind of card it was just from that. What kind of card was just from that? I unfolded the letter. Its contents were extremely brief, and only the following was written. Oh, baby! I knew it. I knew it had something to do with this number. I knew it had something to do with this number. Alright, I'm gonna write that down, obviously. Alright, I'm gonna episode 4, and I'm gonna write non-Joe's letter. Wait. Quote unquote non-Joe's quote unquote letter sent by his son. So non-Joe's letter sent by his son. A1 was written on the key sent Caro. Membership was written on the black side of the okay, and in the letter, the number 07151. Yep, it's the same number because I've written down the number that was in the parlor where George and Shannon died, and I'm looking at it now. It's the same notes, and it says it's the exact same number. 07151129. Members was written in English. This is the only thing written. Okay. I knew that something to do with that. Alright, I've written it down. Let's see. What the hell? Here we go. Alright, 07151129. Alright. And the name of a certain massive bank known throughout Japan, as well as the words Central Branch. Okay? Okay. In the letter number along with the name of a certain massive bank. And the words Central Branch. I've written that down. Let's go. That was all. Okay. Okay.
これは
Okay.
貸金庫のカードと鍵、そして暗証番号でした。
I paid for a safe deposit box.
それも普通の貸金庫ではない。
So the number is a pin?
特別な顧客のみに許されているらしい不気味な貸金庫でした。
Special clients. Wait. Safe deposit box. What does that... Safe deposit box. Wait. I gotta write that down as well. I'm writing. I'm sorry for being so. This is insane. The pause it. This is important information. Okay. After he had finished putting his affairs in order, following his father's funeral, he visited the bank. Pin and key and card. There was no doubt that something of great importance was stored there, and it was natural that he was curious about what that could be. At first, he didn't know what to do. The card wasn't properly his possession. When he mustered up his courage and showed the card to a bank clerk, he was then switched to a clerk of clearly high status and was guided to a large vault on the 4th basement floor. The security in the way there was strict. The doctor had himself stored valuable items such as real estate transcripts in safe deposit boxes before. But this was something on a whole different level.
私の使っている貸金庫の手続きと違い、カードと暗証番号、そして鍵を持っているならば本人確認は行われないというシステムでした。
They didn't carry any identity checks.
ですが、とにかく厳重な金庫室でその物々しさに怯えました。こんなところに預けざるを得ない、どんな物騒なものが待ち受けているのかと。
それで
カードをリーダーに通すと暗証番号の入力を求められました。
The number 07151129, I think, something like that. Whatever. I think I've memorized the number by this point.
そしてそこにある8桁の数字を入力すると認証され、金庫室への入出が認められました。すごい光景でしたよ。まるで SF 映画のような世界だった。
What do you mean?
薄暗い銀色の広大な部屋にびっしりと金庫の扉が埋め尽くされているのです。
He entered that room along with the clerk. As soon as the card was read, the vaults he had a right to were apparently determined, so that safes he could open were lit with a green light, while those he couldn't open were lit with a red one.
11にはそれらの金庫のうちの一つを示すものでした。ちなみにそれ以外の金庫にもずらりと緑ランプが点灯していました。20個以上はあったと思います。
There are at least 20. So you say A112. So A1 indicated one of the safes in the... Okay.
あるいは他の一角にももっとあったのかも。
Okay. There might even have been more in other corners of the room.
いずれにせよ私の鍵は A11 にのみ。
He only had the key to A122. A112, sorry. Okay.
他の金庫の中身を確かめる術はありませんでしたが。
As the clerk watched, the doctor unlocked and opened the safe. What did he see inside? When he did, a safe drawer like a large cabinet opened. And an expensive looking duralumin case showed itself. What's a I'm gonna Google duralumin case. Duralumin. Case. Okay, so it's one of those. Okay. That was carried into a separate room, where for the first time the clerk left and is introduced to their contents.
中身は
現金でした。
How much? What? Was it the same worth as the 10 billion tons of gold? 10 tons of gold? Yeah? Billions of yen, was it?
現金どれほど？
How much cash?
新札の100万円の束はちょうど厚みが1センチになると聞いたことがあります。
Wait. A pack of 1 million yen in fresh banknotes is precisely 1 centimeter thick. Okay, 1 centimeter.
それがこれだけのジュラルミンケースの中にびっしり詰められていたのですから。
1 million yen. That's what, $10,000 ish. At the time, inflation.
多分1億はあったでしょう。
It adds up. Okay. It adds up to the amount of gold, the 10 tons of gold. Okay. I'm noting all this down, of course. But wait a minute, 100 million yen. No, wait, 100 million yen, sorry. No, it doesn't add up. It's supposed to be billions of yen, is it not? It's supposed to be $100 million, right?
数えたわけではないからわかりません。手すら触れませんでしたから、私はすぐに直感しました。これは危険な金だと。
I realized at once this was dangerous money, okay. It isn't normal to store a whole 100 million yen in cash in a safe like that, case and all. It's much easier to deal with if you deposit it into a bank account and turn it into a number. The very fact that they were unable to do that made it clear that there was something wrong with that cash.
私は頭が真っ白になり、すぐに関わり合ってはならないと直感しました。
それで一切手をつけなかった。
Use it at all.
はい、そのまま施錠をし直し、元の金庫に預けて立ち去りました。この鍵やカードも捨てようと思いましたが、何が起こるかわからない。そのため誰にも内緒で12年もの間、本棚の裏に隠し続けてきた。
A secret from everyone. Andy's the first person you've told.
あれが何の金だったのか、私にも未だにわかりません。
What the hell? This is insane!
りすることはできますか？
いえ、この場で見るだけにしてください。
わかりました。ではちょっと失礼します。調べ物を。
I took Onechan's grimoire from the knapsack I had sat down. Then I opened to the page with the paragraph Beatrice had written to Onechan and compared the handwriting on both. Okay! Even though he's a doctor, not a, a literature handwriting specialist, still, you might be able to see some similarities. Is it similar? Is it the same? The characteristic handwriting was unmistakable. The one who had sent this 100 million yen cash was Beatrice herself. But what is it? Something's bugging me. What is it? What is it?
ええ、
Who are you?
そんな郵便物が確か届いた気がしますわ。
What you get in the mail?
母ちゃん、あれはどこにしまったっけな。
Hmm? Who's this person? What's happening here? The same envelope and contents have been sent to Kumasawa's son, who had once lived with her. This is Kumasawa's son. Why is he saying Machan though? His mother's dead, no? But he had been very busy in the days since and seemed to have forgotten about it among the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Let's read up on characters. Kumasawa Sabakichi. Kumasawa's son. What's Kumasawa's name again? Kumasawa... something? Kumasawa Chiyo. Right. Let's go back to Sabakichi. Kumasawa's son works at the Nijima fishing harbor. He does he? He must have gotten his carefree, big-hearted present from Kumasawa. Kumasawa had many sons, and a number of them were away from land as fishermen. It was purely coincidence that it was possible to come into contact with them, as he happened to be involved with the fishing harbor. Hopes are on him that he might have heard Shari Kumasawa let something important slip, but... But apparently, its strange contents had stayed in his memory, and he remembered as soon as Angie told him. After a bit of wait, his thin-lipped wife... Wait, wife? What, thin-lipped? Why would you have to specify this, that she's thin-lipped? What's that about? Came with the envelope, complaining that he always forgets where he puts things. The modus operandi for the sender and recipient was exactly the same for Nando's son. As for Nando's son, the sender was made out to be Kumasawa's son, and the recipient was Kumasawa Chiyo. And the destination address was in the Okinawa Prefecture. Yaeyama County, Yonaguni City. 123-415167. So after the 4, it goes back to being a 1 again. This number's a bit different. Okay. Yonaguni Island is at the westernmost tip of Japan. Okay, okay. Northernmost? So, Nondosai was most northernmost. Northernmost, yeah. So were there two other letters sent as well? The southernmost and the easternmost? Does Gora have any relatives he could have been sent to? And the lot number was exactly like before, a sequential number that had apparently been chosen at random. Now I was certain. This envelope was definitely sent with the goal of having it be returned to the sender. Its contents were exactly the same. A letter with a pin and the bank's central branch written on it. A swipe card. A key with attached number tag. The inscription on the tag number on the number tag was A113. I think I might have a theory about this. I think I have a theory about this now. The number right after the one on the key that had been sent to Nanjo's son. I think I might have a theory about this. So A113. Yeah, I have a theory right now. So my theory is this. Eva, after getting all that money, split it up into these boxes, sent fake letters to the people's families, from the victims' families that died in the accident, and told nobody about it. Is that it? Is that how it went? Eva was the one that set all this up. Eva's the one that sent all the letters away. There's one big problem about that, and that's the handwriting. The handwriting is supposed to be Beato's handwriting, not Eva's. I say that, but how? We don't have proof that Beato was the one that wrote what was written to Maria in her diary. What if that was Eva as well? But wouldn't Angie recognize Eva's writing? Or would she though? Maybe not, she would, wouldn't she? Why doesn't Angie try to compare the handwriting to Eva's handwriting? And the reason why Eva would be special is because Eva was the only one that survived the incident. So I feel like Angie should be trying to compare to Eva's handwriting. Unless Eva never wrote down anything ever again. On purpose. Because she knew she might get caught like that. But what about the previous thing she's ever written? Most likely inside the vault was the same kind of duralumin case packed with 100 million in cash. So was it Eva that did all of that? Or was it really Beato? He's trying to convince me.
死んだお袋がメイドから送ってきたような気がしてね。中身もよくわからんし、薄気味悪いんでずっとほったらかしにしてて、今日まですっかり忘れてたんですわ。お嬢さんはこれが何かご存知なんですかね。ひょっとしてあんたんとこにも同じものが？
Could it be that the same thing came to your place? Did it? Angie, did it? Did a letter like that come to you too?
どう うしたんです園児様。ウリオ、頭痛？
Did one come to her place as well, but she forgot about it? Did she forget about it?
ごめん。頭が痛い。
My head hurts. Just like Rosa's head hurt whenever Sakutara said Uryu that one time, a couple parts back.
刺さってる。知っている。
I know this.
知ってるって何を？まさかこの封筒、園児様のところにも？
So which part is Angie's then? Is Angie the easternmost part or the southernmost part? Another 100 million yen in cash? I remember. A strange envelope was also sent to me 12 years ago. I had fallen into depression after losing my entire family, but it was a really strange thing to come in the mail, so a faint memory of it remained. It was a strange letter which had no memory of sending, but which had me as the sender. I forgot the destination address, but the person it had been sent to was Ushima Rudolph, my father. I remember that I got this letter I thought was from my father who had died. I opened it up, and I found a key and a card that I didn't really understand. I remember being really confused. I felt let down and threw it away somewhere, I think. Where did I put that envelope? I probably lost it somewhere in the chaos that followed. By now I have no way of checking its contents. But somehow I think I can guess. I'm sure the contents were the same. Without a doubt, there must have been a key card. A key, a card, and a note with a pin inside the envelope. Except here's where the suspicious part comes up. The pin in Nanjo's letter is exactly the same as the one found in George's door when George died with Shannon. Surely the pin for, or maybe the pin is the same for Kumasawa and Angie's letter as well. But surely the pin would be different, right? The pin code, or maybe it isn't. It isn't. I don't know.
ベアトリーチェ、これは何のつもりよ。あいつは全ての遺族にこんなふざけた金をばらまいたというの？死んだ後も苦労するなんて許せない。
Sakutaro acted nervously. As I looked at his worrying face, my agitation began to cool off bit by bit.
ごめんなさい。ベアトリーチェ憎しは今に始まったことじゃないの。あの6歳の日にもうすでにあの魔女と縁があったことに驚きと怒りを感じただけよ。
この12年間、園児様はずっとベアトリーチェ様の呪縛にとらわれてきた。これがそのまさに呪縛の証となるのかもしれません。
Again, you're talking about a curse. I found the only other time I heard someone talking about a curse is, well, for one thing, there's Maria and Rosa. Maria was saying that Rosa was cursed. It was this demon or a witch or something bad inside of Rosa. It was making her do all that stuff. And then we also have Kirie, who cursed Battler's mother to death.
ですが、どうかしっかりそれを打ち破るための旅でもあるはずです。
そうね。頭に血を上らせたって何の役にも立たないわ。冷静に考えなくちゃ。これはどういうことなの？遺族に1億円をばらまく意味は何？挑発だとでも言うの？ベアトリーチェめ。
1 million to each of the relatives, yeah.
エンジェ、落ち着いて。ウリュウ。
As Sakutaro buried his head in my stomach, he urged me to stay calm. I took another deep breath and started thinking.
この封筒の送付はつまりベアトリーチェによる事件の計画性を裏付けるものかしら。
I think I'm gonna end it there. I don't really know when else I'll get a better time to stop, but we've been recording for long enough, and I think it's a good place to end it. My head's just been blown away by what's going on right now. The crimes were premeditated. I mean, we kind of knew that plans. If we were to believe that Beato exists, then yes, the plans were obviously premeditated. But the letters are. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. A lot of suspiciousness now arising from these new letters that we haven't heard about before. First time I hear about these letters that have been sent out to relatives of the victims. So it's making things more confusing than they already are. Because we got Eva not saying anything, being silent all the entire time. Now we have this. I wonder where and how things are gonna go from here, and what's it's gonna be like for Angie. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this part. I'll see you guys next time for some more detective solving from Angie, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And yeah, alright, y'all. Peace.